What is up, my fellow rovers? If you thought our current team compositions were crazy, just wait until you see what we are cooking up next. We need to talk about what's coming to Wuthering Waves, because the near future is going to absolutely blow your mind. Picture this. You're sitting there, staring at your convene screen, looking at your Astrite stash, and sweating about how you're going to afford all the upcoming heavy hitters. We all know the feeling of watching our premium currency drain away after a tough pity session, but hear me out, because I have some incredible news for your account progression. What if I told you that you can obtain up to 5,000 Astrites completely free to play before Sigrika's banner drops? Yes, you heard that right. We are officially entering the second phase of the version 3.1 update this week. That means we are now even closer to the massive 3.2 version update. The hype is getting incredibly real. We all know how crucial it is to hoard every single scrap of currency in gacha games, especially when the developers start rolling out characters that completely flip how we usually build our teams. So let's break this down together. I'm going to map out exactly how many pulls you can earn in this brand new phase before the 3.1 version update officially concludes. We are going to comb through all the limited time events, the endgame game modes, the daily rewards, and literally every single source of Astrites you can scrape together, from today all the way up to phase 2. Before we dive into the deep end of the Astrite math, I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you hanging out in the community. If you enjoy these detailed pull count breakdown videos on the channel, I want you to know that I do them for every single new phase that drops. Make sure to turn on those notifications so you do not miss out on the next ones. And hey, if you want to support the channel and keep the Wuthering Waves theory crafting alive, feel free to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. Seriously, let me know in the comments exactly how many Astrites you currently have saved up in your stash right now. I love reading through your prep strategies. But alright, let's not waste any more time and get right into the breakdown. Let's actually mix things up and start with the endgame modes, because this is where the real account checks happen. We are about to get a brand new reset for the Tower of Adversity on March 2nd. For those of you pushing the meta, you know that fully completing the Tower of Adversity will reward you with another 800 Astrites. Consider this your official friendly reminder to complete the current TOA reset if you haven't already. You only have until Sunday to get it done, so do not miss out on those crucial rewards. Beating the tower isn't just a flex. Those Astrites are the secret sauce to keeping your account competitive. Then we have the Wuthering Waste. This mode is expected to reset a little bit later, specifically on March 16. This reset actually still falls perfectly into the second phase, happening about 2 days before we enter the brand new 3.2 update. So, clearing the Wuthering Waste will casually hand you another 800 Astrites that you can claim. But wait, we aren't done with the hardcore content just yet. The other major endgame mode we can factor into our pull count for this video is the Fantasies of Thousand Gateways. Since this mode can be completed weekly, it provides a very reliable income of about 160 Astrites per week. By keeping up with your weekly clears, you will be able to farm an extra 480 Astrites from this mode alone before the patch ends. When you add all of these sweaty endgame modes together, they give us a very decent chunk of currency, up to 2,060 Astrites in total. You can stockpile every single one of those to use on the upcoming limited banners. Now that we've cleared the battlefield, let's talk about the world building and the shiny new characters. Now that we are deeply in the second phase of 3.1, we have been blessed with a brand new main quest. This quest acts more like an after-story that heavily features the new character, Luke. This highly anticipated piece of story content is available to play inside the game right now. By diving into the lore and completing this new quest, you can expect to obtain an estimated 200 Astrites. Speaking of new characters, we absolutely have to talk about the character trials for the second phase. We are getting trials for the 2 brand new 5-star characters, Luke and Galbrenna. Taking these characters for a spin in their trials will give us 20 Astrites each. That gives us a total amount of 40 Astrites upon completing both of the character trials. I know it is not a crazy account-changing amount of currency, but every single drop matters, so I am absolutely adding it to the calculation for this video. Playing these trials is the perfect way to see if these characters offer that sweet role compression we love. Basically doing the job of 2 characters at once and acting like the ultimate Swiss Army knife for your account. Okay, grab your snacks, because it is time to look at the limited events that are going to boost our current pull count even higher. These events are fantastic because they break up the standard gameplay loop and shower us with resources. Let's kick things off with the event that just dropped for the second phase today. I'm going to pull up the official website here on my end just so we can verify the exact details together. The event that just came out is called the Blade Hunter Wilderness. This is a heavily featured combat event that literally just released today, and it will remain active until the very end of the update on March 16. Honestly, the rewards for this one look pretty decent across the board. You can obtain 500 Astrites from it, alongside a whole bunch of other valuable materials, which includes resonator upgrade materials and echo materials. Obviously, those upgrade materials are great for your account's power level, but the main thing we are focusing on here is the Astrites that we are going to add to the grand pull count of this video. Let's be real, 500 Astrites from a single event is not too bad at all. So yeah, we have this combat event that dropped earlier today, acting as a pretty easy source of 500 Astrites. Next up on the docket, we have the legendary Lolo campaign. Now, hold your horses, because this specific event hasn't actually been added to the game quite yet. It is a limited-time featured commission event that the devs will be adding later on by next week, specifically on March 5th. Once it goes live, it will last until the very end of the patch on March 18. This is our usual, classic Lolo campaign event. We all know exactly how this one works by now, as the developers absolutely love spamming this event a lot. Predictably, the rewards for this iteration are the exact same as they always are. Completing it will net you 400 Astrites, 5 lustrous tides, and a bunch of other miscellaneous materials. The main focus for our math here is those 400 Astrites and the 5 lustrous tides that we can happily add to the overall pull count of this video. Just remember, this one will be available to play in about 1 week. Lastly, for the events, we have a brand new web event. Look, this one only gives us a relatively small amount of pulls, specifically just 100 Astrites. This web event is available to complete right now for those of you who really want to maximize your gains. If you're scraping the barrel and are really in need of that extra 100 Astrites, I will try to find the link for the web event and put it right down in the description for those who want to do it. They most likely posted the official link over on Twitter, so I'll for sure track it down and put the link in the description down below for anyone who really wants to do this web event. This browser event will be available starting today and runs until March 12th. With all of that covered, I believe that maps out all the new events coming out for the final phase of 3.1. To recap the event side of things, we are getting 100 Astrites from the web event, and we have 400 Astrites coming from the Lolo campaign event, dropping next week. As for the events you can log in and do right this second, we have the Blade Hunter event, where you can obtain 500 Astrites, plus the new Luke After story, which provides an estimated 200 Astrites. If we consolidate all of that together, all the limited events for this second phase will give us around 1,000 Astrites and 5 standard pulls. Now I know what some of you min-maxers are thinking. That number might seem a little bit low. But one critical thing you have to keep in mind is that most of the massive, highly lucrative events already came out during the first phase of the patch, and many of them are still available for you to complete. So, for any players out there who haven't finished all the big events from the first phase yet, you'll actually be able to get much more currency than this baseline. Combining these second phase events with our daily grinds puts our current calculated pull count for this video at 2,500 Astrites and 5 standard pulls. Let's ground ourselves with the most consistent, reliable source of Astrites in the entire game, the daily missions. This is the bread and butter of our gacha lifestyle. If we start counting from today, the daily missions will run until the 3.2 patch is officially set to release on March 18, which gives us a total of 20 days. Since we can obtain about 60 Astrites per day just by doing our quick dailies, completing your tasks every single day gives us about 1,200 Astrites in total. That right there is already about 7.5 pulls completely free to play, just by simply logging in and knocking out your daily tasks. Now, of course, your daily pull count gets significantly higher if you happen to be a low spender. If you have the Lunite subscription active, you'll be able to get an extra 90 Astrites per day right on top of your standard daily Astrites. Claiming that Lunite sub every single day for the next 20 days generates an extra 1,800 Astrites. That is almost 11 more pulls purely from the Lunite benefits alone. But hey, do not worry for a second if you do not have the Lunite sub active right now. I've got you guys covered here on the channel, as I'm currently running a giveaway for 1 free Lunite subscription. This is part of our Road to 100 subscribers giveaway, and the lucky winner will be officially announced server as soon as we hit it. We also have the Ultimate Hype Builder coming up, the version 3.2 live stream. The 3.2 live stream is heavily expected to come out shortly before the new update goes live, which strategically means it still falls entirely within the 3.1 update window. Aside from giving us a sneak peek at all the amazing new content and upcoming banners we can expect for the next patch, the developers will generously give us some nice redemption codes that provide about 300 Astrites. Make sure you redeem those quickly when they drop, because they expire fast. Alright, it is time for the moment of truth. Let's do a final, comprehensive pull count of absolutely everything we just went over in this video. If you are a completely free-to-play player, sticking to the grind without swiping, you can obtain up to 5,000 Astrites, plus 5 standard pulls, completely free to play for the remainder of this patch. Keep in mind, that calculation is strictly only from doing the brand new content and the upcoming endgame resets. If you are a newer player, or perhaps you just haven't gotten around to doing the first phase events yet, your personal pull count is going to look much higher than this baseline. Now, if you are someone who has the Lunite subscription currently active, you can take that base number and add an extra 1,800 Astrites to it. This will bring your total grand pull count to an impressive 6,800 Astrites. You can use this massive stockpile of currency to pull for Luke, pull for Sigrika, or save it for any upcoming character that catches your eye. Getting 5,000 Astrites entirely free to play is really not too bad at all. It gives us a fantastic safety net. So, I turn the question over to you guys. Do you plan on pulling for Luke? Are you saving for the highly anticipated Subpunk Club characters? Are you hoarding everything for the big anniversary characters? Or is there someone else entirely on your radar? You guys have to let me know down below which character you plan to use these pulls on. I'd love to read your team ideas and theory crafting setups in the comments. We have plenty of absolute hype stuff on the way for this game, and you already know I'll be keeping you guys fully updated with the new pull counts for every single patch. So again, if you guys genuinely enjoy these detailed pull breakdown videos and want to support the channel, please drop a like on the video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so we can keep growing this amazing community. And do not forget to enter that free Lunite sub giveaway. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, keep grinding those Astrites, and I'll see you all in the next one.